Hello everyone and welcome back to this funny channel. Today we are gonna be casting a game on Hesse duel. This map, this game was played, I don't know, a couple, like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, between me playing 79th and Mr. Corb playing one of the worst divisions in the game, 152nd D. Adding, in the Nemesis DLC, and people are gonna say, well, this is a free win matchup for me or whatever. I want to show you that it's not the case, and that essentially map design dictates a lot of how you play, and that a lot of like conventional rules are not gonna apply necessarily to this. First, let's talk a bit about the map. Hesse is one of those maps where like people either really love it or really hate it. They really love it because I don't know, you don't have like a point, you don't have an inherent advantage. There isn't like an inherently good or bad side for on this map. At least I think so. Maybe there are, but I think that there are like map sides where some divisions excel at, while at the like another side of the map of this map they don't. And I think I want to showcase that with this video. Like the reason why they also love this, some people overhate this map, is because it's really slow, because there are no like middle points to contest. These are my zones and these are his zones. It's probably, just a grind fiesta for like 40 minutes, a relatively static gameplay, blah blah blah. I mean, that's not necessarily the case, but that's how in theory it's gonna, look like. I'm gonna, cast it from my side, but I wanna go first to his deployment. He buys 2 Commandos de la Air in the VIB, gets them here. He wants to contest this point. He wants to contest the city side. He's an infantry division, I'm an armor division. I don't have a lot of tools to contest this. He has a lot of tools to contest this. He doesn't have a lot of tools to contest this. I have a lot of tools to contest this. So in an ideal world, as an armor division, I just want to push here, and he wants to push here. And that's like that's what's gonna be happening this whole time. He buys some Mistrals in the VAB T20. He buys Milan in the VAB Milan, deploys them here. This blob here also goes. Right, how he gets a lot of Apilas in the VAB. Fucking Marines with 10-man resolute squads. Really good, really good. VAB Mephistos, etc. And he basically on this side, to an extent, he gives it up. I mean, not for free. He's there to slow me down. He puts an ATGM here. I guess to contest this road and this road. I would prefer it here, because I cannot target it if it's here, and it can target this road. So that's the props up cord if you're watching this, or like anyone else. Like this spot here is really good, really good for contesting this road. Because I don't know, if he puts an ATGM here or something, he can't really target you if you're chilling like here. He can only like RT you or bomb you or something like that, or like push you out by the virtue of just squeezing you out of here. So that's for his deployment. He's going for the city fight. I'm going for a relatively balanced opener. I expected a rush here, so I only deploy light forces here, just a Razvetka and a Plamia team. I deploy like a Plamia team. Plamia team's here. Razvetka Saperi and normal Razvetka here. I buy an Osa because I know he can like helo drop me here. I buy an Osa. I think Osas are excellent AA pieces. I mean, it's wetted up from a BRDM, but I take them wet up. It's 60% accuracy, 6 salvo length, the H37. You buy 2 of these, essentially air price is closed. They're very expensive though, 145 points, but they're on wheels. And Derex hates wheels, so everything with wheels is gonna be expensive. Like this EBR 90 costing 90 points while being a reservist is crazy. 14 pen heat gun, bro. 1925 range reservist, and it costs 90 points with 4 armor. Crazy. But as this side, you kind of wanna take this bush and this bush. If I really wanted to, I could have deployed the Spetsnaz GRU and get to this bush here first. but I didn't know what he was gonna deploy, and you know, wasting your Spetsnaz Gru is to an extent a waste. Because the Spetsnaz Gru come in a 90 kilometer per hour, you know, transport truck, and let's say your normal Razvedka gets into, you know, 100 kilometer plus. So the difference between, like, you know, Spetsnaz Gru and normal Razvedka arriving is like, I mean, it depends on distance, right? But on most maps, it's gonna be like 4 seconds maybe. So unless, like, you know, those 4 seconds are that mandatory, you shouldn't be deploying, at least I think so, you shouldn't be deploying your Spetsnaz Gru, because you're gonna get 4, they're your exceptional optics, and I think Razvedka can just, you know, hold the building with its fire support fine enough. And you also save like 30 points in income, because this costs like 95, yeah. So basically, if you're playing like 79th, you know, they say, oh my god, he has Spetsnaz Gru and he can take ground early. I don't recommend, you know, risking Spetsnaz Gru unless it's a really important point. Like, I think getting to this, you know, triangle fucking forest here is really important as this side. So I'm willing to contest the Spetsnaz Gru. But outside of that, it's fine. No, normal Zerka BMP2 pushing here. So my point is, I want to defend this because I'm expecting a rush here, and then I want to transition to pushing these 2 points. And that's my idea of winning, right? And, you know, there's a BMP2 in the back and then also. So I'm gonna, you know, let it chill. On this map, you kinda, I think you have to start 2 CVs. Because it's a static map. So if you know, fall back 100 points or something from just being greedy and not wanting to buy CVs, you're gonna suffer, basically. So, you know, normal deployment, I see he doesn't have much here, he isn't really contesting me hard here. I'm gonna speed it up a bit. This Barsudia Clear, I hope I'm not pronouncing that right, is, you know, doing its stuff. The Vibs are doing work, I guess. The Plamia damaging them is kind of hilarious. But, you know, everything is going according to quote-unquote my plan. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna maybe contest this edge of the town, but I'm not really gonna like push it too hard. I wanna push here. If I can contain him into this 1 pointer and I can take these 2 points, you know, I won the game. So I don't mind. I rush CV and just do, you know, I get a tick and then I rush it out. First plane buy from him, rocket planes. I have no idea how good this plane is because the rockets are big. Well, not very good. Because, you know, he dumps, you know, 18 rockets and it did like 3 damage to this infantry. So, you know, those rocket planes are not very good. Rocket planes, there are some, like, the bigger the rocket, the better it is usually. Like those Su-22s with like 240 millimeter rockets, they fucking slap, bro. They would delete this squad literally, it wouldn't be alive. So he gets his infantry CV here. My superior RPO defeat his stuff. My Plamia here does Plamia stuff, and, you know, I'm like, you know, I can push back the CV and stop the tick. But I don't have 80 infantry here, so this Vib destroys me. And I get a Hilo here versus Mistrals and VAP T20s. I don't think it's the optimal way to play, but, you know, I need some sort of fire support here. Thing with this map is that it's an urban map. True and true urban map. That there really isn't a lot of ways your fire support can really help you. Maybe here, you know, here and here. But, you know, most of the town fight here is like a literal town fight. Like, and, you know, people think that, you know, urban front lines, it has urban in name. It's urban, bro. But in reality, it's like a fire support blob type bullshit map. There's a lot of bullshit sightlines, etc. But like, if you wanna play urban gameplay, this is very good. You know, I lose a lot of my fire support by just trying to use it. You know, BMP2, BTR 60 gone. So, you know, I see that he's like, yeah, that happens. Thankfully, OSAs are accurate. Anyway, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna hold him here for as long as I can. And then I'm just gonna push this. I bought a smoke mortar to smoke off his ATGMs here and here. I don't pay attention and lose my BMP1. And since I see that he's air spamming, I buy another Osa. Get some superior RPO here to push this out and, you know, contest it. So he keeps pouring stuff in. A bunch of reservistas, a bunch of like 10-man squads. NATO gets a lot of good 10-man squads. This is so cheap. I can contest him here. Did he bring military police? I mean, he bought a commander, but I don't know if he bought a military police. I didn't see it. You know, ATGM spots here can be really good, some of them. You're gonna see later when he comes here, it's gonna be pain. So yeah, you know, my game plan is quote-unquote working out. I'm being slowed down quite a bit, but you know, the grind continues. I buy a T-80, I don't know why. So this Su-25 rocket, I buy it to try and do some funny stuff, and then one Mistral shoots at it and force evacs it. If you didn't know, one Mistral and one Stinger will, one Stinger hit and one Mistral hit are gonna force evac your plane. That's gonna happen multiple times throughout this game. Just one Mistral hitting, you know, my Su-25 and, you know, sends it into a death spiral. So I keep getting sniped from this ATGM spam, but I'm slowly pushing out. You know, I get here, you know, I get to push here. I'm pushing my vision, I'm pushing my AGLs. You know, my tank is there, blah 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 blah. It's working out. This is empty. I should be walking in infantry, blah blah. And you know, he just keeps pouring infantry here, pouring infantry here. He kills my Usa because I'm not looking, and I'm not playing well. And you know, trying to place fire support here is dangerous because it's just gonna die to ATGM hellhole. And you don't have like the space to actually maneuver, and you don't really have the sight lines to like use it effectively. So you know, he slows down my push with helicopters. I just get Osas that have, you know, the most bullshit helicopter range in the game and push them away. But as you can see, you know, the blob is moving, and the thing with this side of the map that he has is he can contest 3 points from contesting the town. Like, he can contest this back point, no problem, from the town. And he can, you know, get this and then push to here. While I can only contest 2 points here, and I guess this one here. You'll see later what I mean, you know. So I pop smoke. I think I said in one of my videos that if you're playing an armored division, smoke is mandatory to just block this bullshit off. Basically, it's what I'm doing. So I can bring my fire support to like here and then just destroy his infantry here. You know, he keeps pushing, he keeps blobbing infantry. I keep trying to blob my fire support here. So he's currently ticking. I'm fine with him ticking because I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna take 2 of these points and I'm just gonna keep him here. But we'll see how that's gonna work. I'm gonna speed it up a bit. It's just slow infantry grind versus ATGMs. I smoke this off in here to, you know, push it, to push the CV in because he has nothing here. You know, then it forces him to get him out, and then I kill everything that he tries to push here. So he's like, you know, I'm gonna lose this at some point. Let's spam more reservists and into the town, and then let's push more. And then let's push my ATGMs more, and then his fire support is going to have to die, and that's it. You know, another Su-25, forced to retreat. You know, you see that his EBR-90s are dying here. He's gonna try and bring some mortars. I try and push my fire support, but Apilas, you know, make it hard to with the 750 meter range to push my fire support effectively. So I use the smoke mortar to smoke these buildings so I can push my infantry in. And then my fire support from here is gonna work. So I'm like, you know, I can hopefully, you know, lose these 2 points, but I'm gonna get 3 of these. But you're gonna see that Mr. Corb has other plans. Mr. Corb is pushing up, and I have nothing to stop him. You know, I could have had a BMP2 here or whatever, but I think his infantry and his ATGMs just fucking destroy me. Like, this is the squads the French get are crazy. So, you know, he gets this, I have no way of contesting any of this. because if I bring my fire support, it either dies to ATGMs or Apilas. So, I'm like, let's push into more open ATGM, fucking field to field. Use smoke, keep pushing with my fire support, AA and everything. So I'm on a +1 and I decide to, smoke this BRDM here, and if any infantry tries to cross, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna kill it with my BMP2s. Yeah, but trying to bring fire support here, he just puts his ATGMs here and here. And I can bring any fire support. In the end, he's just gonna walk in and take this town, this point. Another SU-25 gets hit by the Mistral and 4 CVX immediately. So that's fun. Doesn't matter that I wanna bring. I should have like brought it around here. So you see, I'm like pushing here. I wanna get to this point. So I'm pushing out everything, and I mean, this is hilarious. If I try and push over this hill, I'm just gonna walk into Apilas, bro. So what's the point? So I'm just going around where there are, and this one Apilas, I have to fucking RT. I guess. I think I buy RT at this point. I say never buy artillery when you're losing, but I didn't think I was losing at this point. So we split the zone because this hill is hilarious. Like, I hate this hill. This hill is also hilarious because you can put your CV here. But he's gonna work his way out of pushing me out of here, and he's gonna make his way into pushing here. This happens. I'm like, you know what? Let's just go for his back point. Artillery, I think, kills him. Yeah, I buy an Akatsia. And I'm like, let's push it up here so I can contest it. His infantry is just chilling here. His infantry is just gonna chill here. I'm pushing my tank in. And he presses his advantage by just walking from the town, walking here, and his ATGM is just targeting everything. I have no way to contest the town, literally. I have a few Sapari squads. So my BRDM here dies. He can just walk his CV and everything, and he has an Apilas here. So the best thing I can do is walk in and then smoke, and then he's just gonna have a CV here, and I cannot cross the thing here. So like, it's painful to play against. What did I want to say? So this is kind of how the game ends. Quote unquote on a +2, but I'm not gonna be able to keep this. Like, this isn't a tenable situation at all. And this also isn't a tenable situation at all. And neither is, one Mistral hit routing a plane. A funny thing. And he just pushes his infantry across the hill. If I try and contest it with like tanks or BMPs, they're just gonna die to the Apilas because it has insane range. Something the same is gonna die. He's just gonna push his infantry over the thing, and he's just gonna fuck me in the ass. So, like, what I wanted to essentially show with this game before it ends, that this map is biased towards one side. If you're an infantry division, like, let's do a thought experiment where Corb plays on my side as an infantry division. As you can see, I have no real way of contesting him in the town, and there's a railway hill that separates two parts of the map. I think this railway hill just ruins the map. Why is there a hill here? Like, it doesn't add anything to the gameplay, it just splits the map in two. And as you can see, like, there's no interaction between, like, if you see, it's like a perfect split. I'm in the open, and he is here. And the fact that he's here and pushed me all the way back means that he wins the game. So, what I wanted to say is that when let's say that he spawned on my side and decided to press his division advantage of pushing the town here. By pushing the town, you only get access to one point. This is the only point you have access to. You cannot access this, this is too open to get to here. And I don't think you can access this. I mean, you can, but you are gonna get arted the same way I get arted on this hill. So, the whole point is that his side is biased towards infantry play, and my side is biased towards tank play, because I have open ground and I can contest 1 point, I can contest 2 points from open. And let's say I played on his side, I could have really only contested with tanks this side and maybe this side. So what I wanted to showcase here is that this map can be really bullshit because of the hill. That this map has favorable sides for different types of gameplay. If you're an infantry division, pushing this gives you access to 3 points, while pushing this gives you access to 1. So I think it's pretty obvious where as an infantry division you should be pushing. You should be pushing here. You should be like balls deep here, while I as a tank division should be balls deep here. Yeah, but that's what I wanted to. Also, what I wanted to showcase that Warno, a lot of the times, is about knowing your division, knowing your opponent's division, knowing the map, and then pushing your advantage on that map and with your division. So he's like he infantry grinded me completely. I could have played it better, obviously. I could have placed my fire support better, could have microed it better, blah blah blah. But reality is that he's gonna grind me out of here at some point, right? And that I'm gonna grind him out of here at some point, and that this bullshit heal allows him to just pop uphill us out of anywhere. So that's basically it. Corb wins with 152nd with the quote-unquote worst division in the game. So I'm like, he's on a +1, he's on a +2 here, and Reservistas Elrak do Reservistas Elrak stuff. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna call it. This is over. Essentially, this isn't a winnable position anymore. And as you can see, even though we grinded equally, and Corb is a player rank 268, so rank doesn't matter. What matters is knowing your division, knowing the map, and pushing your advantage on that map. And I wanted to showcase Hesse duel that even though it isn't like inherently biased, like as you can see by watching like the Black Forest video, like my discussion on the Black Forest, that it still has like favorable sides for different types of gameplay. And like some people are gonna say, oh, actually it's just a tank map, you should just ignore the town, are completely wrong. Because Corb didn't ignore the town at all, and he won the game because of it. And it doesn't matter that he's ranked 268 and he's playing a bad division, and that I'm ranked 40, and that I'm playing an objectively better division than him. He pushed his strengths and won on the map, and that's all that matters. I'm just gonna add him as a friend after I finish this. I hope he accepts. Anyway, that's a GG well played. Osus did a good job. Osus are amazing. TATBVs. They didn't do much, really. I guess they make 27 kill the Kratal, but like they didn't do much. Heavy tanks kind of suffer, and your only solution as 79 is to really spam BMP2s. As you can see, like a BMP2 did so much. Just one, and you get like 20 something. So like on city like focus maps, like where if you need like tank support, 79 is gonna struggle, but if you can get the BMP spam rolling, it's gonna be really strong. And he just pushed his advantage with the Apilas, and his really strong infantry just grinding me down everywhere I go. And his Reservista spam also fucking really fucked me up. So yeah, that's it. We're gonna see you in the next video. Bye guys.